निगरान वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना शमशाद अख्तर इस पर एक तकरीब से खिताब कर रही हैं.
This level. I'd like to compliment you also, Irfan Saab, for keeping this event very cost effective and modest. Yeah. That was my request to him, and I think we, through the virtual presence of people, it's also contributed to cost effectiveness. So why are we here? Of course, to launch finally the Export-Import Bank of Pakistan. EXIM's operationalization is a proud moment and a major milestone for us today. It will augment the banking and trade finance landscape, as we know. As it grows and matures, it will shape Pakistan's trade finance, as I see. It will promote it principally through a proper institutional framework backed by effective policies and regulatory framework. It will, of course, need to be accompanied by streamlining export policy frameworks further, because together both will be able to contribute to balance of payments sustainability that in the past has been hurt by low levels of export earnings. Let me make few points. First, EXIM, if effectively managed, along with right policy and regulatory framework, has the potential, one, to enhance Pakistani exporters' competitiveness in international markets by offering lending, credit insurance, and guarantee services. Two, create a level playing field for Pakistan's exports vis-a-vis competitors who already rely on their national ECAs or EXIMs. It would facilitate access to wider global markets, enabling our exporters to diversify their product portfolios and explore new avenues. It will bring export insurance products for the first time into Pakistan. EXIM would protect exporters against risk of credit default of their foreign receivables. Bonding products will enable the service industry to bid for projects internationally, such as those related to even building of roads and bridges, and for IT projects internationally. As it grows and has more partnership, it will leverage more export. Let me make a second major point. It is imperative that EXIM steers its operation, keeping in consideration need to balance export growth, risk diversification, and mitigation needs of export industry, while managing the commercialization and financial viability of EXIM, which is key to the sustainability of this very new organization. In addition, the export credit insurance products are designed for commercial banks to protect these banks against the risk of credit default, by ensuring that the export receivables that banks finance are appropriately and on a timely basis available. While bonding products will protect the banks against non-performance risk of exporters. Both set of products will protect the balance sheets of the banks and, most of all, the EXIM itself. These products ought to be truly transformational and will enhance the way commercial banks support their trading customers, complementing and enhancing their risk-taking capacity. Let me touch on a third major point. To perform its role, EXIM will need to attract a significant level of contingent risk capacity into the country from the international private sector reinsurance companies and other EXIMs and ECAs globally. So in essence, the business model of EXIM is based also on public-private partnership with international investment-grade entities, thereby ensuring to a great extent the financial feasibility of the bank. Let me make another point, the fourth point. EXIM would need to navigate itself to ensure reinforcement of its dual functions. On one hand, its core mandate is insurance, but EXIM mandate has been expanded to manage in a phased manner export finance schemes. As legally, State Bank of Pakistan cannot undertake refinancing business for a longer period. I have to really compliment the Central Bank of Pakistan that they have made sure that the institutionalization and what I would call sowing the seeds of export finance with the EXIM Bank has been done extremely smoothly, and this partnership will have to persist until the State Bank is able to completely phase itself out of this business. Henceforth, EXIM capacities will have to be built with support of State Bank to intermediate EFS because it is a specialized business. It remains a concessionary facility, and the backup financing, however, rather than from State Bank, will have to be done through the budget allocation by the Ministry of Finance. As the regulator, State Bank will ensure oversight of the EFS scheme also and frame rules for eligibility and disbursement of EFS. It is also the regulator for EXIM. So in a sense, its regulatory framework will reinforce. With this dual mandate, EXIM will emerge as a single window operation for the exporters with comprehensive range of products, products, incentives, and services. Let me make a fifth point. EXIM success would lie in its ability to adapt to international best practices. Across the globe, EXIM banks play a critical role in promoting international trade and economic growth. These specialized financial institutions provide a range of products and services to exporters, importers, and investors, often filling gaps where private sector financing is unavailable or insufficient. EXIMs are focused on delivering impact by providing specialized and innovative trade finance funding and risk mitigation options. With all the spade work that our EXIM has done, I am sure we are getting to the best practices. Last year, about $2.5 trillion of trade finance was dispersed by EXIMs across the globe, helping to drive exports of more than 60 countries. To achieve growth in exports and investments, EXIMs offer a diverse portfolio of products which include, among others, export credit loans, which basically provide loans to exporters at competitive rates to finance the sale of goods and services. These loans can be used for pre-shipment or post-shipment receivables financing. EXIM can offer also buyers credit loans, extending loans directly to foreign buyers to facilitate the purchase of goods and services from exporters' countries. This can be particularly helpful for promoting exports to emerging markets. Trade finance guarantees is another instrument. Issuing these to commercial banks to encourage them to provide financing for trade transactions, this can significantly increase the availability of trade finance, especially for SMEs. Another product is the export credit insurance, protecting exporters against the risk of non-payment for foreign buyers due to commercial or political reasons. This insurance provides peace of mind to exporters and allows them to expand into new markets. You all know Pakistan is in a unique situation, so offering political risk insurance will be an important product. Of course, offering insurance against issues arising from political events can be a wide range of events. But let's focus on two for now: expropriation or currency inconvertibility. This can be crucial for attracting foreign investment into riskier markets such as ours. So mitigating this risk is pretty instrumental for Pakistan. Trade disruption insurance, mitigating the risk associated with unexpected events that disrupt trade flows, such as natural disasters or pandemics. EXIM also provide information and advisory services to its clients, be it both locally or across the borders. Increasingly, EXIMs are playing a critical role in facilitating FDIs by providing financing and guarantees to support foreign companies investing in the EXIM bank's home country. Similarly, EXIMs also provide financing for large-scale infrastructure projects that involve cross-border investments. Let me take a minute to share the experience of Vietnam. Everybody has talked about how Vietnam has really taken export to be its main success story. Vietnam EXIM push has helped its exports grow to 338 billion in 2022 from 124 billion in 2012. Some of the key initiatives of this EXIM were to facilitate export of Vietnamese built ships to international buyers and supporting the growth of country's shipbuilding industry. It has supported VinFast automobile manufacturers to export to South Asian markets. It has supported FPT, a leading IT company, expand its international operations and export its software services to clients worldwide. It supported FDI inflows into Vietnam. It has supported power plants, wind farms, and other infrastructure businesses. So let me conclude. Pakistan's balance of payment sustainability depends on innovation and diversity in the structure of economy, most of all, penetrating into exports. That is the only way for sustainable growth of Pakistan. To bring this fundamental shift, there is need to remove anti-export bias, while industry has to anchor itself on competitive principles, transitions from low technology to high technology,
इस्लामाबाद में निगरान वज़ीर ख़जाना शमशाद अख्तर तकरीब से खिताब कर रही हैं।